Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Okay, Wednesday evening, you see the title, Remy Ma's son arrested and charged with first-degree murder. Did sins of the father visit upon the son? For those of you who claim to know your Bible, I say again, did sins of the father visit upon the son? I saw a video earlier with Remy Ma. I'm not sure if it was recent or not, where she's, I guess she's driving in the vehicle. And she says, be careful who you joke and play with. Well, I'm not here to joke and play because I'm not a comedian. I'm just here to talk that real shit. When Remy Ma came home from doing that stretch, and she did a stretch, and she did the remix with Dej Loaf, she said, and I quote, shoot a bitch in the tummy. You know how I do. Oh, no accountability. Huh? And then she went on to get some type of Woman of the Year awards. I said, well, look at this here. Huh? Troll babies, good evening. You guys go ahead and do what you do, goddamn. Because we don't just have a mammy, we have the queen mammy. Huh? We got the queen mammy. Got her. Got her. Hey, we have to address this. Her son, 23 years of age, Jayson Scott. This is not Papoose' biological son, but salute to Papoose, huh? A real nigga went to see Remy every goddamn day when she was locked up on Rikers. So much to the point where she had to tell him, yo, stop coming up here every day, huh? I'm not going to clown this woman, but, so many of you, pray for Remy. Well, what about the woman who she shot? Can that woman even have a child? Did sins of the father visit upon the son? It's just a question. I'm not here to clown and or ridicule her. Hell, I got to talk about myself tonight. There's a reason why I live this life of peace. I have sent niggas to the penitentiary. Some of you talking about, yo, why ain't you got a wife and kids? A wife and kids? Well, somebody has to answer for the bullshit that I've done. Can I get an amen in the live chat? Somebody has to answer at some point in time. You better be careful talking about you're my kinfolk or my daughter or my son, huh? I knew what it was. I know what it is. Okay. All right, guys. Showrunner Justin Timberlake arrested for DWI. Okay. Driving while intoxicated. At least he wasn't arrested for DWB. Driving while black. Sag Harbor, Suffolk County, not to be confused with Nassau County, Suffolk County, where the police, I think, what is it? 6 figures, the minimum starting for police officers. Suffolk County. He wasn't arrested, for driving with a tranny, like some people out in Hollywood, California, 4:30 in the morning, supposedly going to look for reading material. No, arrested Tuesday morning. He's already been released. He looks remorseful. He's white. He'll be all right. Was there any type of a cocaine or fentanyl in his... Who cares? we want to see him back on stage with NSYNC, crying. Pardon me, guys. I'm extra silly right now. I got the napping, troll babies. Good evening. Let's turn up, goddamn. Florida Boy Jay, where are you? I need to talk about Caitlin Clark, who should be in the goddamn Olympics. I hear we got a 42-year-old mammy on the Olympic team. But Caitlin Clark is not on the team? Nobody cares. Nobody even knew that they won 8 gold medals in a row. We don't give a goddamn. But Caitlin Clark should be on that team. Salute to Stephen A. Smith. He did a beautiful breakdown. He even broke it down about the 1992 Olympic team. Men's, pardon me if I didn't specify. Shaquille O'Neal didn't make the team, but there was a white boy who made it. Do you know? Are you up to speed? Who's the white boy, troll babies, who made it into the dream team before Shaquille O'Neal? He also broke down the goddamn fact that Isaiah Thomas did not make it onto the dream team, but John Stockton made it on there. It's all business, folks. It's all business. We are Americans. Our culture is capitalism. We are consumer driven, right? Phone lines are open right now. Just give me a second. Let me get a little Pellegrino here because I'm about to go there, nigga. Who is this nigga? How did he get tied up in a goddamn first degree murder charge? Jayson Scott. Oh, I see the pictures. I'm not going to blame Remy, but Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, huh? She probably tried to set a good example for the nigga. From what I remember, isn't this her eldest son? And they had a strained relationship anyway, so this nigga was probably trying to get it, you know? Is he innocent? I don't know. Cheers. But the shooting is from 2021. Oh, they must have some real evidence on him, huh? First degree murder. All right, and also, guys, I got a couple of questions here. Just hang on a second. This is where you need an old nigga like Star on the microphone. R.I.P. to the Say Hey Kid. You guys know who the Say Hey Kid was? That's from my generation. I'm a baby boomer, born in 64. Who was the Say Hey Kid, huh? He's gone now. He's gone. He's in the bosom of Abraham. But was he, the Say Hey Kid, and Jackie Robinson, responsible to a large degree for destroying the Negro Leagues? Destroying the Negro Leagues. What is that old nigga's name who came on my show? Buck O'Neil. You can even Google this. Buck O'Neil, Star and Buck Wild show, came on my show talking about Jackie Robinson and the Negro Leagues. And I asked him, I said, well, was Jackie Robinson a sellout? Mr. O'Neil? He was in his 90s then. Looked like he damn near had a stroke because I asked him that question. Willie Mays, gone but not forgotten. Did he help destroy the Negro League? I've got a whole list of black baseball players. Jackie Robinson was not the first, you know. All right, good evening. Pardon me, I'm a little extra right now. I had a beautiful day. Riding around as I do, wood grain gripping in a classic car in Emerald Isle, North Carolina. There's a price for this type of peace and happiness. That's a price. And you better believe from time to time I think, well, damn, the shit that I've done to people, I mean, might it catch up to me one day? You betcha. All right. Phone lines open, sit tight. Dana with the dad. I may want to talk to Dana this evening. I have to confess, I purchased for the first time ever a Beyonce album. Oh no. And there's a track called Virgo's Groove that is fire. Fire. And I said to Dana when she called me earlier, I said, yo, you heard this track, Virgo's Groove? Oh, she started hating because she's a Libra. We'll talk about it. All right. Is it Jario? I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Okay, he says, get that thug off the streets. We don't give a fuck if it's Remy Ma's son. Hey, let's have that conversation tonight, huh? Maurice got your donation. Ooh, clawfoot tub restoration specialist. Yes, sir, you will be promoted shortly. You'll be promoted shortly, okay? What else I'm going to ask you guys? Hold on a second. I got notes on top of notes. Willie Mays, Jackie Robinson. Oh, somebody says, Star, who is the Google Christian Laettner. Christian Laettner, he made it to the goddamn dream team before. Shaquille O'Neal didn't make it. That's the point. And Stephen A. Smith got busy, as he does. All right. Okay, that's my show this evening. We will drift, I'm sure, around to other topics, but let's get it cracking here. Remy Ma's son, whoever this nigga is, arrested and charged with first-degree murder. Are you there? 929. Good evening. Good evening.
Yeah. Hey, what up, big nigga? How you doing?
Sir, I'm alive. Niggas are dead in the penitentiary. Some of them I have sent there. I'm alive, my nigga. What's cracking? What's cracking?
Listen. Listen. I think Remy Ma's son, number one, is trying to follow her footsteps. Yeah, man. Come on. You know, he may rat somebody out that he knows have some information on in order to get out of that situation. But would it work? Who knows? But I'm just saying he's following her footsteps. That's one. And I think they had a very weird relationship because I never heard of. I didn't know she had an older son. I thought it was the.
This is old nigga, 23 or 20. It's old nigga. I don't know who the father is. I don't give a goddamn. But hang on a second. We're gonna put some respect on Papoose' name, right? He. I'm sure.
Oh no.
He claimed that nigga. I saw a picture with Pap in the car with Remy, that little nigga in the back, and his baby mama. She had a goddamn what do you call some type of what do you call those things where they have the baby shower? Remy didn't go. Come on, I'm ready tonight. Let's go. Come on.
Listen, no disrespect to Pap, man. Pap is always, like I said, I love Pap. You know, so. Bro.
Pop's a simp. We holding that simp nigga down tonight. So come on, pick it up. I'm charged. Come on.
Yo, listen. I think, like I said, man. I think this nigga's following his fucking mom's footsteps.
Okay.
Can I curse tonight?
Well, you just dropped one F-bomb, sir. Please don't do it again. Finish up, please.
I apologize, man. And with wait, can I jump on the Christian Leitner and Shaquille?
Well, sir, let's ask that question, sir. I don't know if you're a man of faith or not, but did sins of the father visit upon the son? Have you ever heard of that? Are you a man of faith?
Yeah, absolutely. I believe it. Of course, the sins of the father always follows the
visit.
Oh man,
visit upon the son. Where'd that come from? Where'd that come from? So where'd it come from in the God's law? Where'd it come from? This nigga don't know. Yeah. So I gotta go. I'm too turned up. And that nigga's playing games. Has Remy denounced debauchery, violence, killing, and thought behavior since she's been home? Huh? Oh, yeah, she's been on tour with that knock-kneed fucking spick. Spick! I'm going there tonight. I'm all the way up. Right? But has she ever said, I denounce the vile behavior within this culture of chaos? I want to do better. I want to be an agent for change. Or has she continued trying to eat off of the insanity that is amongst us? The fucking insanity. You have to reach a point where you say, hey, I've heard enough roars of the crowd. I've taken enough pictures of my doodle maker. How many more interviews one must go on before they finally succumb to what they claim to be under the authority of God. 631, are you ready? Good evening. Please do not play with me tonight. 631, good evening. Sheesh.
How we doing this, sir? How you doing?
Who gives a shit? So let's get to the topic. Remy Ma's son arrested. Are you up to speed? How am I doing?
I believe it's a generational curse based upon the community of ignorance. Fill in the blanks. I believe she's proud of him and she should, stick by her like how every mother does for her young black son because they can never do wrong. How you doing tonight, brother? Sorry, not brother, but
let's get you the fuck out of here. You see, this is what I'm talking about, folks. When I'm on one, just come on, just stay focused on the topic. And when you call me brother, out of here. Remy Ma's son arrested and charged. Oh, man. So they've been lining him up since 2021. This is when the shooting death of 47-year-old ex-con Darius, whatever the fuck that nigga's name was. Yes, Remy, they released a statement. We stand by Jayson's innocence and pray that the NYPD will conduct a complete and thorough investigation. Well, if you ask me, the Attorney General, Letitia, what is it, Letitia James? They already did the investigation. It's shine time now. It's shine time. I'm here to scrape the plate, to squeeze the eagle. It's shine time, goddammit. Blade, I see you, sir. Blade says Star has guardian angels and can smell an ambush from a mile away. We tried to ambush that nigga numerous times in Brooklyn. That's a fact. And each and every time he evaded us. Listen, I'm no tough guy, but when it's on, it's on. Did sins of the father visit upon the son? Okay, let me go to area code 708. Good evening. Are you there? 708. Having a discussion. Are you ready?
I'm here, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
How is it?
I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm just talking about the Remy Ma whole situation.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I
sir.
think you said some real, well, you always do. You always speak pretty profoundly. But that was real talk, what you said.
Thank you.
If you could say it again for me, I appreciate it, but because I forgot it verbatim. But that is very true.
What's that?
You know you're doing dirt out here in these streets?
Right.
You know you're doing dirt out here in these streets?
Right.
Don't bring your kids. Don't have your kids around you. You know? You can't be out because, like you said, those sins do come back on you.
Right.
And it's best they come back on you than when you with your young.
Right. Listen, I love other people's kids. I send all sorts of Christmas money and shit like that. And when I come around the kids, I buy them all sorts of shit. I'm willing to take your kids to Chuck E. Cheese, Six Flags, and all that fly shit. But me having kids, I've done too much. Come on.
Yep. I wish these guys in Chicago would take that note because that's the reason why we had these kids getting killed. 5, 6 years old in the cars, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
That it's not just random shootings.
Yeah.
They're coming for the guy. It just so happened that the child is with him. I hate to have it like that, but these people don't understand that they need to just, if you're gonna do dirt, that's fine. Do your dirt.
Yeah.
But you can't, you shouldn't put your family in harm's way.
Yeah.
That's the problem I have with it. And what Remy's going through, it seems like what you said, apples don't fall too far from the tree. She wasn't in his life like that. So, maybe he's looking for love. Maybe he's looking for love in a different way.
I think the nigga was trying to get it personally. And, I don't want to say what I've seen people on social media saying the apple don't fall too far from the tree because maybe she made a tragic mistake. Maybe, she used misjudgment. We all have. I know I have on multiple occasions. But, for those who do subscribe to the theory of God, I have to ask the question, did sins of the father visit upon the son? Please.
Yes, they did. And also, she shouldn't even been in that. She's not remorseful because, like you said, when she gets out, she hops on the hottest track out, which is Darius Guillebeaux at the time, and she's going ahead and she's bragging about what she did 10 years for. Did she do 10? How many years did she do?
I think she did 8, and she spit trash bars on the Dej Loaf remix. And I said, damn, shoot a bitch in the tummy. I said, no accountability, but go ahead.
Yeah, that is trash bars. I do prefer the old Remy Ma back when the Terror Squad was around with Big Pun. I did prefer that. She was hot back then.
Yeah.
But are we talking about Caitlin Clark? Are we talking about the WNBA? What are we talking about?
Okay, well, listen, here's my question. And never mind me. I shouldn't have given my opinion too early. Let me ask you a question. If Caitlin Clark is not on the female Olympic basketball team, will you watch the Olympics? That's the real question. Will you watch it?
No, I won't be watching it, and that's the whole reason why she.
Me neither.
Team,
Me neither.
That's the whole, and I'm a fan of the WNBA. I watch it. I keep up with it. I'm in Chicago, so I'm heavily invested in Angel Reese and the other girl that came through. So I'm watching the games when I can. but Caitlin Clark is the attraction. Same way that Christian Laettner was the attraction back then.
Mm-hmm.
So what did the NBA do? They brushed them right in, and they put them in the Olympic team. I think the same thing should be done with Caitlin Clark. I don't care if she's not averaging what she had in college. She's still drawing the numbers. She's drawing the crowd in. And last time I checked, that's what they wanted. You know, no eyes are on the WNBA. So
can I jump in?
Finally got your golden goose.
Can I
go ahead, sir?
Correct me if I'm wrong, because, you know, I mean, I've been aware of the WNBA, but, you know, I never paid attention like that. Salute to the late, great Kevin Samuels. He broke it down. Well, no real man wants to see a manly black woman, right? So
that's a fact.
So we weren't paying attention. Now here comes the salt of the earth, Caitlin Clark. We're paying attention. Selling out down in Indiana. Yeah. What is it? 16, 17,000 every game selling out. White people are on code. Send her to the goddamn Olympics, because we didn't know, nor did we care how many gold medals the female basketball team won prior to Caitlin Clark. Go ahead, finish up, sir.
No, that's a fact, sir. You're exactly right. I mean, you got the golden goose. Why not show it out? I mean, that's the whole attraction. I mean, soon as she got drafted by the Indiana Fever,
yeah,
the price of the tickets went up tremendously. Even in Chicago, when she comes to Chicago for that game, that tickets will skyrocket.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you know you got an attraction.
Ain't nobody paying to see Angel Reese with them fake-ass eyelashes. We don't care about that. We don't care about that.
Now, you on your own, sir, with that one. I appreciate the ebony. I appreciate the ebony. But I hear what you're saying. Thank you for the call, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, folks. I'm on one. Just let me sip a little Pellegrino. Calm down, huh? Salute to Kevin Samuels. He said, ain't nobody trying to see a manly black bitch. Huh? Big hands, feet looking like Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubble? No. Here come the white girl, goddamn. Let's get it. Let's all pay attention now. Florida Boy Jay, where are you? I spoke to him briefly earlier. Florida Boy Jay is Jetson. This nigga getting that Skrilla. He did call me back though. I appreciate that. Burr got your donation. Okay, thank you so much, sir. I appreciate your support, guys. I want to stay on course tonight. Okay, someone sent me the actual. They sent me the charges. Ain't nobody got time to read all that. Thank you so much, Forever Maryland. Ain't nobody got time to be going into motherfucking web crims. I'm just asking the question: did sins of the Father visit upon the Son? Remy Ma has never disrespected me, and I'm going to try and keep it respectful. But listen, I got a job to do. Goddamn, I got to talk to the children, as you guys say. Markel Peace, he says, strictly for the dumb shit. Sir, it's all dumb shit. Nobody cares about Putin and North Korea signing a new agreement. We need to talk about the bullshit. Thank you, sir. Okay, hold on a second. Let me get these people ready. 252, please get ready. I'm coming to you next. 252. Permission to speak. Okay, that's you. Freely. Sit tight. What happened? They hung up. Can you call back 252? I just said it was coming to you. Pause. B Jersey. Star, you're the greatest. Here to support the machine. Thank you, sir. Sir, I'm doing God's work tonight. I'm doing God's work. I'm an atheist. I'm doing God's work. Did sins of the Father visit upon the Son? I'm still waiting to hear somebody, tell me where that came from. Was it Deuteronomy or Ezekiel? I forget. 786. I'm all real in a good time tonight. 786. Good evening. Thank you for your support. Are you ready? 786.
What's going on, sir? How you doing today, man?
Sir, I'm alive. I smoked $18 cigars. You know, I'm living in Emerald Isle. I'm great. I'm great, sir. How are you? How are you?
Respectfully, everything good, man.
Yes, sir.
Life.
Yes, sir.
So what's new, man? What's the topic for the night?
Are you married, sir? How old are you?
No, sir. 32.
Okay. You just asked me what's the topic, yes?
Correct.
Okay. Now you can read, but like most niggas, you choose not to. You can read, right?
You right. I can.
Yeah. I want you to get your monkey ass off the line to me. Get your monkey ass off the line and go back to sleep. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Fuck out of here. What's the topic? It's on the screen. Monkey. It says right there. Remy Ma's son arrested in first degree murder. Justin Timberlake arrested out in Sag Harbor. It's okay. I got time. I got time for the bullshit tonight. Hey, Pamela. Pamela sent me a email. What is this? According to Yahoo News, is Justin Bieber going broke? He spends more money than he's got coming in. No, Justin Bieber is white. He'll be all right. He's not a nigger who's being faced with what is it, tax evasion or failure to file his taxes. He's fine. But thank you so much. Okay, let's go to area code 252. Hey, I picked up. You're back? 252. Good evening.
Star.
Hey, yes, sir. Good evening. How are you?
Thank you for taking my call. Yeah, my call dropped. I wanted to get on that Remy Martin topic with her son being
Remy Ma, sir, Remy Ma, not Martin, because years ago, Remy Martin, the drink, sent her a cease and desist along with that whole Fat Joe camp and said, slow down with the name Remy Martin. So it's Remy Ma. Go ahead.
I apologize. I've been sipping, so tongue a little loose right now. Sorry about that,
That's
sir.
Okay, let's go. That's okay. It's okay.
I think it's unpopular. I think Remy really had denounced the violence because she's trying to. I mean, she's still a mother. I ain't gonna say she was a bad mother, but she's still a mother in which she wants to somewhat protect her son. But you made the statement of the sins of the father returning. I think it's the poor choices of the mother.
Sir, are you a man of faith?
Yes.
Okay, do not call in here caping for a fucking mammy, and then you're misquoting God's law. Did sins of the father visit upon the son? Go ahead.
I'm going to say no.
Come on.
I'm going to say no.
Come on.
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say it's the poor choices of the mother. The mother is there at the very formative years of the child. And I think that's what her son missed. And then there's this whole environment that they're in. Like, no one's talking about what happened. There's a gap. There's a 23-year-old kid who's being arrested for a crime that happened 3 years ago. So he was 20 years old. So where's the gap? Where's that formative structure in his life from the mother?
Can I jump in, sir? Can I jump in? I appreciate you calling back. You sent a donation. I want to have a conversation. Can I jump in?
Yes.
Okay. You called in, and at first you said she did, right? Take accountability. Well, how did you phrase it? I don't want to misquote you. You said you think she did denounce the chaos and the bullshit and the debauchery. Yes, you said that. No,
I said. I'm sorry if you misunderstood me. I said she did not denounce it.
Oh, I could have swore you said it first. She did. Now, okay, but go ahead. So you're saying she denounced it.
Maybe I've been sipping a little bit. Maybe I'm from the South. Maybe it's my dialect. But no, she's taking like the mother role. She wants to somewhat. She's still a mother. She still has to protect her son, but she still did not denounce the violence part of it because someone's family lost a member. And forgive me if I wasn't clear on that part. And I got an unpopular opinion, Star. I know you got a long list of people that want to get in, but I want to say this whole charge coming up may be the actual reason why her and Papoose is divorced. Do you think Papoose knew this boy caught a body? and she chose her son over him?
No, sir. You're going down the conspiracy road. I can appreciate that, but let's deal with what we have tonight. We've got a young nigga, 23 years of age. He's been charged, sir, with first-degree murder. Let's not try to now, put it off on the simp. He's a good nigga, Papoose, but he's a simp nigga.
Yeah. I think New York City Police Department, with the city having all the cameras, and this is a crime over 3 years. I think they have the evidence enough to charge him. I think they charged 2 individuals. They're probably going to see which one's going to take the deal first.
Yeah.
And somebody's getting ready to do about 25 to life in New York City. That's all I can say. They got 2 of them. It's going to be the first one that takes the deal. One's going to get a deal. One's going to get 25 to life.
Sir, sir, you said you're a Southern man and you're sipping, yes?
Yes, I live in Durham, North Carolina. I think you said you have family in Durham, North Carolina.
Sir, listen. I was raised up in the North, but in my heart of hearts, I'm a Southern nigga, born and raised up a Southern man, and I'm sipping. So it's quite all right. It's quite all right. Yeah. I
apologize. I should do better calling in.
No, sir, it's fine. You don't have to apologize. I spent 3 summers in Durham in the early 70s on Kent Street. You know what Kent Street is in Durham?
Yeah, I was over there a few weeks ago. They got a nice community center. They built a new park over there.
Yeah. I was there in the early 70s. I'm as old as fucking dust. But the point is, sir, it's fine if you're a Southern nigga and you're sipping. I'm a Southern nigga sipping. We're on the same page. Thank you for your support, sir. Thank you. Already. Okay. Yeah, I was raised in the North, but I'm a Southern nigga at heart, man. My father didn't play no games. Hang on a second. Who call in? Don't send me emails without no donation. This looks like a fucking mammy. Stop hating on black women. Call in, you fucking mammy. You broke ass mammy. Lele. That sounds like a broke name. Lele. Stop hating on black women. I give smoke to mammies. I don't have to hate on black women. You have no power. Why would I hate on you? You're powerless. I'm not one of these simp ass niggas out here chasing a fat doo-doo maker. Get your broke ass out of here. Hold on a second. Somebody's sending a donation. Luis, where is Luis? What is this? He says playing the barcades. Okay. Move your boogie body. That was the jam back in the days. Watching O.J. Simpson highlights, sipping a Schaefer beer. That was the track. Move your boogie body. Oh, no. Thank you, man. Salute. Okay, Luis. I want to talk to some real niggas tonight, man. Let me talk to somebody from New York. 917, good evening. Remy Ma's son, whoever this nigga is, first-degree murder. Did sins of the father visit upon the son? Yes, sir.
What's going on, Star?
Remy Ma's son, sir. That's what we're talking about, sir. You have the floor. Go ahead. Get your goofy ass off my line with a fucking T-Mobile phone, nigga. I said hello a few times, weirdo. Yo. Get off the fucking the headset. Fucking loser. 678, good evening. 678.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. Let's get it. I just
want to I'm going to keep it brief with the Remy Ma situation. Basically, she failed her son. So when she came out of jail, she was just thinking about herself. And I get that to a degree, but you got a family, you got a son to raise, you got a son, you got to take care of it, make sure he's in a better position. I feel like, just from the outside looking in, she probably didn't, do that. Goes hard for her son. So he got the son, got him thinking like, man, I don't got nobody to care about me. My own family don't care about me.
Right.
Fuck the world.
Oh, yeah, my mother's on stage with the big knock-knees spick, still getting it. Here I'm out here in these streets. My ribs is touching.
Yep.
My ribs is touching. I got to get it. Come on.
And then, somebody probably was messing with him, probably was teasing him, talking shit about him, like, that's why your mom left you and this and that. So he probably had, some anger built up about him. people in the streets probably was meant to.
Nigga, your mom's is pushing a new G-Wagon. You driving an old Acura. Nigga, are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you serious, nigga? Come on.
So it seems like this is like a typical thing in the Bronx or probably New York, where a lot of mothers don't give a fuck about their kids.
Right.
I mean, Minister Japp already called it out.
Oh!
Hey, these women don't love their kids. These women don't love their kids.
Stop, sir. Stop. Say his name again. Put some respect on his name. Minister Japp. That's my name.
Oh, in the words of Minister Japp, man, these women don't love their kids. That's that.
Run it back. Say it again. Put some respect on his name. Say it again.
Hey, in the words of Minister Japp, shout out to Minister Japp, shout out to the church. These women don't love their kids.
Jappa. That's my nigga. Jappa.
Jappa. Yeah, man. Hey, man. And Star, I got a question. Do you know anything about Perth Amboy, New Jersey? Like, was there like any kingpins out there? Like that was black?
Are you fed, sir? What are you asking me about kingpins in Perth Amboy? Where the fuck are you going? The fuck?
Now, that's where I reside at right now. So I'll just ask.
Thank you for your call, sir. Have a good night. Thank you. What the fuck did that nigga just ask me? Do I know any kingpins in Perth Amboy? What the? How random was that? Sponsors, I'm giving 50% off for next month advertising and promotion to new sponsors. Contact me via email. I'm also going to put some respect tonight on some of my sponsors who have been very, very supportive of this machine. www.luxuryopticdesign.com. It's a great platform for you can send them your prescription. They make the fly jiggy glasses. They can help you with everything in terms of eye care products and or accessories. Okay, please tell them I sent you. Hold on a second, guys. I just want to go over something here again. The guy who was killed in 2021 was a Queens man, according to the police, Daily News, multiple sources. Jayson Scott. The family is asking for privacy. Why? Privacy? No. Troll Baby said, can I get somebody to call in? I mean, R.I.P. to Willie Mays. But did Willie Mays and Jackie Robinson destroy the Negro League? I'm offended by they're now incorporating the Negro League stats into the Major League Baseball world. Salute to the Queen, Shahrazad Ali. You guys know her as Sister Shahrazad Ali. She's the closest thing, aside from my mother, that I have as far as a mentor. Been on the Star and Buck Wild show multiple times. Anybody in that live chat that go back that far? We sat down one day and we broke down how Jackie Robinson and the other sellouts destroyed not just the Negro League, but the vendors and the businesses that used to go along with the games. They were superior to Major League Baseball, to the white leagues. Used to beat the shit out of them in all the exhibition games. My father Ben told me about Josh Gibson being the greatest home run king. Did Willie Mays, the Say Hey Kid, and Jackie Robinson destroy the Negro Leagues? Maybe that's going too far back for some of you, but I had to say it, goddamn. 917, good evening. Are you there? 917. Remy Ma, her son's arrested. Are you ready? 917.
Yes, sir. Yes. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you?
Good evening. I'm good. It's unfortunate. These young boys, they are here killing people. Remy Martin, she's staying in his corner.
Remy Ma, baby, not Remy Martin. She got a cease and desist years ago. Remy Ma.
Yeah, Remy Ma. She was in jail for at least 6 years. You never know what effect that had on her.
She did 8, baby. Come on, I need you to.
She did.
Yeah, she did a stretch.
Years in jail. She did a stretch.
She's more gangster than me. I couldn't have done 4. She did a stretch.
That's true. You know, he's gonna go to jail, probably go to Rikers Island, become a celebrity in there. They're gonna treat him like a god, you know, because of who he is and who his mom is. And it's unfortunate how these young men out here killing each other and just throwing their lives away with gang banging and all that stuff. So it's unfortunate, but let's see what happens with that.
I want to give you the time that you deserve. You sent in a nice donation. Now, baby, they're going to send this nigga to Greenhaven or Comstock or Dannemora. Yeah, he's going to bypass Rikers Island. He might be there right now, but they've got this nigga on first degree murder charge. He's going to the big.
Yeah, but they.
Hang on, I'll let you speak. He's going to the big house. His mother, yeah. I don't know how long her money is, but you know, usually when you're the offspring of a celebrity, you have to pay for that type of protection. You got to pay. Now, does she have 20 racks a month for his safety? You tell me. That's what it's going to cost someone like him. He's not just going to get niggas, you know, sucking his dick because Remy Ma is his mother. They're going to have to pay. It's prison's a business, baby. Come on.
Yeah, I trust me. I know. Trust me. And they're going to probably put him in Westchester County for his protection while he's on pretrial. And then when he gets sentenced, you know, for that murder, he's going to go to Greenhaven, downstate, or wherever.
Right.
But I'm telling you, he's going to go to Rikers first. And trust me, they're going to treat him like a god just because of who she is. And Remy comes to visit him, they're going to treat her and roll out the red carpet and all that. And he's going to probably have little accountability for his actions just because of that.
I'm listening. You have the floor. Now, let me ask you a question. Did sins of the father visit upon the son? Are you a righteous woman, a religious? Do you know your Bible? You're Christian?
I'm not religious, but it comes from Deuteronomy 5, I think verse 9 or something like that. I looked it up.
Let's go.
But definitely the sins of the apple don't far fall from the tree. That's true. And definitely the sins of the sins do definitely come back.
Of the father.
Sins of the father.
Visit upon the son.
Upon the son. Definitely. I definitely agree with that. And that's the same thing. Like the apple don't fall too far from the tree as far as this. But it's unfortunate, like I said. And we'll see what happens with this. But I know she's definitely hurting for him because she's been to jail for 8 years. And it's not going to be easy for him going to jail, a young boy, but you never know if he was affiliated with any gangs or whatever. But the way they do it right now, the system do it, he go to jail, he's going to go with the people from whatever gang he's in. He's going to feel right at home. So
can I jump in? I want to have a conversation with you. I appreciate your calling in. What should Remy do at this point now that he is, facing a fate like no other? What should Remy do?
She should definitely talk to him, counsel him, get him the best legal team possible, because it's not looking. No.
That's a given. She's going to try to reach out and get a legal team. What should Remy do? What should she do? Huh? Does she claim to be a righteous woman? Wouldn't now be the time to fall to her knees and offer everything she's got and then some? Huh?
Yeah, definitely. She should definitely repent. Fall to her knees and
repent. Now we're talking. Come on, girl.
Yeah, definitely. Repent, fall to her knees, and definitely spill her heart and soul to her son and let him know that this definitely keeping it real for him went wrong, all the way wrong.
Never mind him. That nigga's gone. No. Repent and beg for forgiveness from who? From who?
From the Almighty, from the ancestors, from everybody. And she better.
The Almighty. Say it again. Say it again. The Almighty.
From the Almighty. And she better. Whatever.
Father, I have failed thee.
Father, I have failed thee, and my son is gone. So now she could definitely right her wrongs and make sure that she makes sure her daughter goes in the right direction and don't fall in her footsteps.
Don't talk about the little daughter. Leave the children out. But hang on a second now. Okay. Now you don't have to follow my lead. I'm just, I'm sitting here. I'm talking. This is what I do. I talk.
Mm-hmm.
So this nigga has now got a 1st-degree murder charge. Whether he's about that life or not, who knows? But people are, praying for Remy. What about the woman who Remy shot in the stomach? Pow!
Yep. How
is that woman? Can she even bear children now since being shot over what was it? $1,200 or $3,000? How's she doing? How's she doing?
Exactly. And you know what's the worst part, Star? People always forget about the victim.
Right.
That's the problem. They always forget about the victim because the victim goes unseen and unheard. And when Remy came out of jail or whatever, she's in the spotlight, she's making hit songs, and everybody's looking and celebrating her.
Right.
But everyone forgets about the victim.
Yeah.
That's the most important part that we fail to realize. What about I don't care what that 47-year-old man did, nobody deserves to die. And from a young man at 20 years old taking somebody's life so cold and callous, that's not good.
Yeah.
So they both, they're both predators and they both victimize people. She could have took that woman's life and could imagine about the trauma that woman and her family is going through right now.
Yeah.
Trust me. It's crazy. I mean, I work in the jail system, so I see this every day, and I see young men.
Well, wait a minute now. Why didn't you say that? Slow down. Are you a CO, correction officer?
Yeah, I'm a CO. Mm-hmm.
Okay, don't say your name and don't say where you work. But now hang on a second. Okay, so he might catch some props up on Rikers. But now when he gets up north, you correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody got to send some Skrilla up there because otherwise some niggas are going to hold him down. They're going to penetrate that anus, more than one time until a goddamn a cash app comes through. Right or wrong?
Yes, you are absolutely right because a dude like him, if he can't hold himself down, he will be extorted for sure.
Yeah.
He will be extorted. You got what I'm saying? And if
John Gotti had to pay. Goddamn. Right or wrong?
Yep. He's gonna have. Absolutely. You're absolutely right. And let me tell you, the Cash Act, all that be coming in, they extort people. People's old grandmothers be getting extorted. People's parents get extorted. They call up there to the jail every day. Like, oh my God, check on my son. My son is getting extorted or whatever. And they come to jail. They get cut.
The white Aryan nation told Gotti we don't give a fuck about you and them dirty dagos down there in fucking Howard Beach, Bensonhurst, and all them other places. 15 racks a month, goddamn, or every time you come out of that fucking that box. You think you're gonna get an hour's worth of motherfucking sun and do push-ups? Somebody gonna be on you, old man, right? Right or wrong?
Yep. Right. You're absolutely right.
Finish up. I'm doing too much. Go ahead.
Okay, start. So that's basically it. He's gonna either have to fight, get extorted, and Remy's gonna have to pay for that. Definitely.
Right.
So thanks for your time, Star. I appreciate
baby,
it.
and before you go, just remember this: Jackie Robinson was a sellout. He sold out the Negro Leagues. Remember that, okay?
Okay, Star.
Thank you, baby. Folks, pardon self. I'm on one tonight. I got to nap him. I was streaming live earlier on my YouTube channel, Squirrel Party. Can I talk about that right now, Troll Babies? Can I talk about that for a second? So in my community section, there's a link to, I'm going to put up a new link after the show. I put up another squirrel house. So now we have three squirrel houses. I put different nuts inside the different squirrel houses. One squirrel house, I put in Brazilian nuts. Everything is unsalted. The other one, I put in walnuts. And the other one, raw cashews. To see if I can I don't want to say train, but I want to monitor which squirrel house the squirrels prefer. Is it the Brazilian nuts, the walnuts, or the raw cashews? I also put the jumbo peanuts in the center on the artificial turf. I just purchased an external boom mic so that you can hear them eating the nuts. We'll get to that next week. I am an animal lover. I have been for decades, going back to the 70s. I had ducks and all sorts of shit. So this is what I do here, at least an hour, 3 days out of a week. I watch the squirrels as I smoke my cigars in the little back patio, and I enjoy life. So I'm going to give you guys updates as much as I can, but if you are looking for content that relaxes you, go to that channel. Do not go over there using profanity and all sorts of, nigga, or else we'll get you the fuck out of there. It's a feel-good channel to relax. Watch the little squirrels as they run amok. I call them the CCG, Crystal Coast Gang. There's too many of them to fucking give them names. It's like 40 from sun up until sundown. I counted 40, but I'm sure there's more. They're all over the goddamn place, like bird shit. Okay, but if you want something to listen to, and the live stream from earlier, for the last maybe 5 minutes, you won't see any squirrels because I guess they ate their fill and they had other things to do. But listen carefully. You can hear the ocean. And you can also hear in the little back area, right over that fence, there's a creek. And you hear the birds having conversations. It's fucking beautiful. Just had to say that, okay? Okay, Kill Mo Lemonade, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Okay, he says 202, pick up big nigga. Kill Mo Lemonade, thank you for your support, sir. I'm a little out there tonight. How are you? Where do you want to start? Kill Mo Lemonade.
I'm good, and I'm loving it.
Thank you, man. How are you?
I'm good. Exodus 20:5 through 6.
Let's go.
I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers of the children.
Yes.
On the third and the fourth generations of those who hate me, but showing loving kindness of thousands of generations to those who love me and keep my commandments. Thus saith the Lord.
Yes. So I'm just asking the question, just asking, did sins of the Father visit upon us? Now, am I trolling? To some degree.
Not at all.
Okay.
If anything, what you're doing is you're vindicating the voice of those who have faith in the Lord Yeshua and, in the great I am.
Talk about it.
I know you were atheist, but you got to know that it's some Christians who got love for you.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
And I'm gonna tell you why is because I remember you from MTV. I'm not from New York. I'm from D. I was born in New York, but I was raised in DC. So all I know is DC.
Right.
So, but I got hip to you. I got hip to you through MTV. That's why I got hip to you. Back in the day when you was on MTV starring Buck Wild.
Yeah, 1999.
So, and I used to
1999.
Yeah, I used to watch you all the time. I was like, this nigga wild, right? But whole time though, I didn't know you from anything else. Right. So anyway, what I call that to say that is that my brother in Christ led me to you. He said, "Man, you need to check out this nigga Star. He just exposed African Bambaataa." So I've been in tune ever since.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Okay. So yeah, man.
Remy Ma brought that on herself.
Now she did that. She has the right to earn a living amongst the sea of insanity. It's all bullshit. But I don't recall her denouncing the debauchery, the hedonism, the violence. I don't recall her. And at some, hang on a second, let me just say this. At some point, you have to stop and say, you know, I've rocked enough stages. I've stood up in enough, you know, red bottoms. I have enough diamonds on my neck. My hair is laced, yes, and I'm stunting on these bitches. But at some point, you have to take all that shit off and fall down and offer yourself as some type of sacrifice. Yes or no?
Yes. Nigga, you know what time it is. You ain't stupid, man. Hey, Star, you be playing, but you know the word. You be knowing on the low. You feel come from? I'll be thinking to myself, who is this nigga? Because one minute you atheist, but the next minute you be making niggas look like they don't know the word out here. You be quoting the scripture.
Niggas start be pump faking.
You know what it is. You know what it is, man. Listen, man. She brought it all on herself, man. You know how God do. He said, "I'm a jealous God." He said, "I visit the sins up into the third and fourth generation and all that." She did this to herself. When we out here reckless, living our life, not realizing that we bringing curses upon those above us, of the next generation.
Right. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And we thinking that we just doing us. She's selfish. She's selfish.
If I can jump in for a second, not that you have to know this man's name, but have you ever heard of Pastor Fred Phelps?
I haven't.
Whenever you get time, if you want to see, he's gone now, but if you want to see one of the most gangster white preachers who ever lived, he used to picket celebrities' funerals, and he used to drop F-bombs and all. I can't repeat what he used to say, but he used to go 10 toes down. He didn't give a fuck. Fred Phelps, whenever you get time, man. Hey, I appreciate the call, man, and the support. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Guys, give me a second. I'm coming to the phones. Johnny Buns, I see you with the donation. Thank you. Sit tight. Bussy Nation, I see you. Sit tight. List of first black Major League Baseball players going back to 1879. William Edmund White, 1884. Moses Fleetwood Walker, 1884 also. Wedley Walker. The list goes on and on and on. I don't give a fuck who broke the color barrier in Major League Baseball. You destroyed the Negro League, which was the superior league and a different type of black people. Let me just say that again because it needs to be said. Major League Baseball incorporating Negro League stats. Well, that's great. Well, where's the money for destroying the peanut vendors, the popcorn, and the hot dog makers? Sister Shahrazad Ali educated me on all of that on the Star and Buck Wild show. Where's the money for destroying the goddamn league and then pushing false propaganda like it was such a great thing to play baseball with Whitey? Whitey was inferior. Troll babies, pardon me, I'm out there. I took a 3-hour nap today. I'm doing too much. I know I am. Give me a second. I'm coming back to the phones. Newt says she should make a whatever remix. Oh, Remy? Eddie, I got your donation. Star, what if Bishop Lamont Whitehead aligned him up? Sir, nobody gives a fuck about Lamar Whitehead. I try, but nobody cares, man, you know. Nobody cares, man. Niggas out here simping for that high yellow bitch, Marilyn Mosby. A liar. A straight fucking liar. Give me a second, guys. I'm about to crack a Coors Light and really get on some dumb shit. I met Remy Ma one time. She came on the Starbuck Wild show, and she's, she was respectful, and I was sipping some bourbon and a 7-Up can when she came up there 8 o'clock in the morning, and I let her talk, Never been disrespectful to me. I met Papoose, and where was that? Scranton, PA, and I gave him my number. I think that was like 2012. I said, here, man, here's my number. If I go too far, man, holler at me. I'm stupid. And we shook hands, man. He's a good nigga. Good nigga. I got nothing sideways to say about that, man. But I have to ask you the question, for those of you who are believers. Did sins of the father visit upon the son? We all have to answer at some point based upon karma, the concept of action. Some people use karma in the mystical world. But karma is the concept of action. You better believe somebody at some point is going to have to pay for the shit that I've done. I'm better off not having no kids. Somebody running around here claiming, yeah, I'm Star's daughter, I'm Star's son. Oh, really? Well, Star sent my father to the penitentiary. Pow! Right? That's how it works. I tried to make it entertaining for you people, but I knew what it was back in the days. The first time I got, jammed up, I'm sitting in the tombs. Never mind Rikers. That was kid stuff. Anybody in that live chat know what the tombs is? Hold on a second. We on real nigga time right now. The tombs. I said, I didn't move from the beautiful suburbs of New Jersey to be sitting here facing the penitentiary with niggas who were raised in tall cages. Get me out of here. It's not that I couldn't handle it, but just get me out of here. The tombs. Who knows what the tombs is? No, Rachel, you don't know, baby, she said in the Bronx. No, she don't know. Okay, on the screen, guys, www.hudsontubs.com. That is the best site to go to. Ask for Maurice. Tell him I sent you. Bathtub restoration, reglazing, remodeling. This man can give you a consultation for free. If you are a homeowner, if you are a landlord, if you're looking to do anything by way of upgrading a bathroom, a kitchen, any type of antiques, talk to that man. Tell him I sent you. www.hudsontubs.com. Okay. 347. Good evening. Are you there? 347. Yes, sir. How are you? What's cracking?
Hey, Star, what's going on?
How are you, sir?
Hey, what's going on? Real quick, I just wanted to say, on the topic of Remy Ma, the sin visiting the son, she committed the ultimate sin. She's an adulteress.
Oh,
right. And
sir, we have no proof of that. I know where you're trying to go, but just
okay, but listen. She did not.
You assume, sir. You assume we have no proof. Go ahead.
We already okay. No problem, sir. No problem. But still, I can't hear you.
You have the floor, sir. Go ahead.
There's no proof
you have the floor.
Okay. There is proof that she stepped out in her marriage.
I'm listening. You have the floor, sir. You have the floor.
Okay. All right. So what I'm saying is that sin is the ultimate sin, right? As a woman, doing that is the ultimate sin, and that sin is going to visit your son. And that sin is going to bring the punishment of you losing that son. You're going to lose your son for 25 years for something that you did in that situation. That's what I think that sin is visiting her son. Not the shooting, but that sin of stepping out in a marriage, allegedly. That's what I think.
Can I ask a question? Did you try to push up on Remy and she curved you? This sounds personal, sir. What do you mean stepping out on the marriage? Where are you coming from? Are you there, sir? I didn't hang up on you. 347. Are you there? Okay, he hung up. That sounds like a nigga who Remy curved. Now he's talking about she stepped out. Oh, we don't know. We don't give a fuck. You know? I can't even pronounce that name. Something DoorDashian. Okay. This show is better than the NBA Finals. Okay. Is that who I think it is? Okay. You've created a new account. Okay. He sent in the number of the beast, $6.66. The DoorDashian. Are you okay, man? I think. Okay, never mind. Good to hear from you, man. Salute. Okay, thank you for your support. Okay, yeah. Blade says, yeah, facts, Star. Never mind North Korea, China, and Iran forming a new Warsaw Pact. Niggas don't care. They want premium black news. That's a whole fact. We talking about Remy. Let's all get focused on the bullshit. Area code 678. Good evening. Are you there? 678.
Yeah. Hey, I just want to make a quick thing. Oh, I ain't no goddamn feds, man. I was just asking a question back.
Sir, can you get off of that headset? Sir, the headset, please. We can't hear you.
My bad. Hold on.
Okay, give me a second.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, okay. You called earlier. You're asking me about do I know drug dealers, sir? That's like Fed behavior.
Well, I apologize if it came off that way. I was just saying back in the 80s or 90s, who was the man back then? But I'm not no feds. I ain't none of that. That's all I was asking. I apologize if it came off like I was the police, which I'm not. Actually, I would punch police in the face, not beat them.
I appreciate the call back, sir. Thank you so much. God bless. God bless.
God bless.
God bless. God bless. There is no God. 909. Good evening. I'm on one. Letting you know right now. 909. Are you there?
Star, this is Lucani.
My nigga Lucani. How are you, sir? Good to hear from you. Good to hear from you.
I'm good player. Got him.
Do we got her? Do we got the Queen Mammy? Yo, Remy, a real bitch. Yo.
Yes.
Do we got the Queen Mammy? Huh?
We got her. Exactly. She's a real bitch.
She's a real bitch.
She's a real bitch.
Right.
And Star, this is the son that the simps raised.
Oh.
Right?
Oh.
Yeah. Because, yeah, this nigga was 6 years old when she went to jail. Right?
Come on, Luke Caney.
Yeah.
Come on, Luke Caney.
She got out. She had the opportunity to make such a positive impact. And I'm not saying that she needs to turn into Mother Teresa or anything like that. But she had the opportunity to change her life, change her image,
right,
change her family.
Right.
But she chose to stay street. Stay with the street. I'm with the street, yo. Right? Battle rap. She's too busy getting her back blown out.
Allegedly, we don't know that for certain. Just take it easy.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly, Star. She's too busy taking pictures at Olive Garden. Eating shrimp and stuff.
Oh.
While this little kid is out here shooting people broad daylight in New York City.
Allegedly, we don't know if he shot anybody. He's been arrested and charged. But hang on a second. Luke Haney, back in 2017, she got some type of award. Woman of the Year. I remember that. Some organization out of Florida. Hold on a second. Woman of the Year Award, the second annual Glitz and Girl Power Awards in Miami, Florida.
Yeah.
Did she give a speech and repent at the feet of Jesus? Or did she say, yeah, I'm about to get back up on this stage? Huh? Come on, Luke Kenny, come on.
She did not. She did not. She was ready to get out of jail and get back with the dude that allegedly got her husband beat up.
Oh.
Yeah. That's what she was ready.
You're talking about the lawbreaker, the thief, Joseph Cartagena,
The thief.
who's now hustling murder burgers in the hood.
Actually,
Hustling murder burgers in the hood. Let's go, Luke Kenny. Let's go. Let's go.
do not need mother effort. That continuously disrespect hip hop.
No.
That guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Capping about Hispanics created 50% of hip hop. Cap and KRS-One, I got some smoke for you too, you fucking goofy. Come on, Luke Kenny.
That's right, Star.
Come on.
That's right. She was too busy doing that. And unfortunately now her son is going to have to pay the price. Maybe not. Hopefully they can get him out of this. It could be karma. But the thing about karma sometimes, Star, is you kind of need to be prepared. Like you.
Right.
You were prepared.
Yeah.
You were prepared to come out of pocket to buy yourself a new liver.
Right.
You were.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Right? You were prepared. Puff Daddy is prepared to take a second loan on his homes and gather $100 million just in case.
Just in case. Yeah.
Right? All right, Star. Lastly, WNBA. Big mistake. These mommies are hating on Caitlyn.
Right.
Right? And it's like, for me, I'm a sports watcher. I love to watch any type of basketball, 3-on-3, whatever, female, whatever. I haven't really sat down and watched WNBA until Caitlin Clark.
Nobody has, Luke Haney. We didn't give a fuck about manly black women. Let's keep it real. Let's put some respect on Kevin Samuel's name. Nobody gave a fuck about manly black women or Big Shirley until Caitlin Clark came into the goddamn league. Let's keep it real.
Exactly.
Keep it real.
Exactly.
She should be on that goddamn Olympic team, just like back in the days. Christian Laettner was on the team. It's money. It's business.
It's money. It's business. It's business. Let's remove the emotions out of it.
Yeah.
The alphabet business out of it. Remove all that stuff.
Right.
Right. People want to watch Caitlin Clark. She brings the seats into the stadium, and she's not a bad player. She's going to adjust. She's a tall guard for the WNBA anyway. She's going to be great. So instead of hating, they should be making money with this chick.
Yeah.
And follow the example of...
Luke Caney, I'm sorry, man. I'm on one. We got a bunch of black bulldaggers hating on a heterosexual white woman. Go ahead, finish up, man. I'm on one. Let's go. I'm on one, goddamn.
That's it, Star. That's exactly that. The fish platter eaters are hating on the sausage lover.
That's what it is.
I'm out, Star.
Thank you, man. Good to hear from you. Luke Caney from the Congo. Wait a minute. I see you. Sit tight, 973. Sit tight, I see you. Guys, let me give Lawrence Parker some bars. Born in 1965, a.k.a. KRS-One, the so-called teacher. KRS-One, where is your fucking documentary? I saw you, you goofy nigga. King Flex is not going to come at you the way I will. Where is your documentary? You are not the teacher so you claim to be until you produce evidence and facts and a source. I saw you sucking the kneecaps and licking the boots of the dominant society about hip hop. You came up under the pioneers and the architects. I'll even say you've been a fraud for many years, romanticizing things about hip hop. I'm a year older than you. I remember you. We spoke on the phone back when I was national director at Virgin Records, and I was promoting Harmony, who was your sister-in-law at the time, Miss Melody's younger sister. Somebody make sure you tag King Flex, who did an incredible job. I'm still trying to see the goddamn documentary, but I don't have a Blu-ray player. But I'm gonna check this goofy nigga nonetheless. KRS-One, where is your documentary? Where is your research? Where is that bullshit temple of hip hop you've been talking about? That book that you put together. Where is your documentary? I'm here to co-sign the work of Tariq Nasheed, a.k.a. King Flex. And some of you need to get your minds right. Talking about because he's not from New York, how can he do a documentary? Well, how could a Jew do a documentary about the Holocaust who never lived in the UK? They do it all the time. It's called research. It's called boots to the ground, goddamn. Run around here talking that game goofy shit. You better go holler at Scott LaRock's son before you come trying to poke your nose in Pardon me, folks, I'm out there. Pardon me, I just, I'm on one tonight. I had that nap. I'm on one. Well, somebody tell that nigga produce a documentary or shut your ass up and go to the dentist and get your fucking teeth cleaned. Shit's as yellow as fuck and look like a goddamn picket fence. His teeth. Janet, good evening, Janet. I'm on one. I'm just letting you know off the rip. Janet. Hey, Janet.
Hey, Star. How are you?
Janet, I'm in Emerald Isle, North Carolina. I'm wood grain gripping a classic double R, and I'm nigger free. That's how I am. What's cracking?
I think the squirrels are planning to take over your house,
Oh, you saw the new video today.
I think they're lining you up.
How was the video?
They're lining you up.
How was it? You saw it?
Yeah, I seen the video. I don't like the way they move it, Star. I think they're trying to line you up. You fooled to them. You fooled to them, Star.
I might be. Listen, I'd rather die like Willard in the classic movie, eaten and killed by the rats, as opposed to a shootout with niggers. Feel me?
All right. Well,
Come on.
I'm just letting you know they're setting you up.
Okay.
They're setting you up. You're getting them nice and healthy, too. They're going to get you, Star.
Okay.
How you say it was 50 of them?
That's all right.
They can take you easily.
That's okay. Let's focus. Remy Ma, did sins of the father visit upon the son, Janet?
Nah, I think that's generational curses. It's not a sin. I think what's going on is a lot. You see it a lot with middle class and upper echelon black folks. They're so busy trying to chase the dollar and provide for their family that they forget to raise their family. I see it every day, all day. You have people out here that's doing the best and breaking their backs to make sure to provide for the kids and keep an image up and do this and do that. And they forget to raise their kids, and the kids get raised by the streets. And the streets, that's who the streets sit back and wait on.
Right.
And I think that's what happened.
Right.
And then, you can't put this on Remy Ma. She did what she did, and she was.
Oh, no, Janet. Hold on. We most certainly are going to put it on the Queen Mammy. And as I said here on multiple occasions over the decades, just because you push out a seed does not mean you're a mother. She pushed it.
She
pushed that baby out. Hold on. Push that baby out. Whoever, however raised him, she did what she did. She served her debt to society. But now we got a nigga charged in a fucking first-degree murder. Jayson Scott, 23 years of age. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think those boys, when they say that they committed that crime, they were 18 and 19. Them boys were still wet behind the ears. They didn't know anything. I think they were set up. I think they were set up by people that she knew. Because my whole thing is, they were raised, well, he was raised and educated differently because they had money. But he was supposed to be raised by papoose. Now, you could tell the fruit by its tree, right? You could tell a tree by the fruit that it's bear, right? So, let's look at the whole dynamics. Because my whole thing is, she was in jail. She needed help herself because she was suffering from a generational curse. All right. That's what is that thing you call the slave syndrome? I think that's what it was.
Post-traumatic slave syndrome. What the fuck does that have to do with a nigga?
Yes.
A nigga catching a first-degree murder charge. You lost me, but come on.
Because first things first, Remy was put in a situation where she had to get out of a situation where her family life was messed up. So she went to the streets. The streets raised Remy. The streets raised Remy. That's how she became this battle rapper. And she battle rapped her way out, but she didn't have the mentality to cope to understand that goes with that level of money. So she stabbed her friend over $1,000. Point. Everybody know how easy it is to make $1,000 now, but we didn't know back then how easy it was. We didn't know back then because we wasn't taught that. That's part of that slave syndrome. You understand?
Janet, can I jump in?
Mm-hmm.
You're reaching, and I appreciate you reaching, but no, the streets didn't raise Remy. A nigga named Christopher Rios raised Remy. And that was my nigga on the microphone, above Biggie, above Christopher Wallace, Christopher Rios. So she chose the lifestyle that she chose. I'm not hating on her for becoming the great figure in rap music, yada yada yada. But this young man, whoever he is, and we don't know this nigga, but we know him now, Jayson Scott, got himself jammed up. So I ask you, did sins of the father visit upon the son? Don't claim to be in tune with the scriptures and the word, and now you want to avoid the goddamn question. Just a question.
Well, the sins couldn't have been visited upon the son. Remy's sins couldn't have been visited upon the son because she had already paid her debt. So we're going to go spiritual. Once you pay your debt is clean. That's called repenting. So her debt was clean. I'm telling you, when this thing happened, this boy was 19, the other boy was 18. They were still wet behind the ears. They didn't know they left from the right. Whoever was around them in their circle, that's who you point the finger at because she entrusted somebody else to help her raise her children.
Gotcha.
Now, my whole thing is, you got these young boys, and I don't want to say this, but I'm going to have to say this. In my theory, I think that Fat Joe was using Remy and her family in all kinds of ways. So I don't know if if they got some type of mafia thing going on over there. You understand? And that's and they put in
Janet, Fat Joe is not some mafia boss. Fat Joe is a lying spick. Let's be clear. Okay? The tax evader and a fucking lawbreaker and a fucking thief. Now hang on a second. Let's go back for a second. I appreciate you calling in. So this young man, not a boy, stop with this boy shit. He was a man when this person was killed in 2021, and he's been charged as a goddamn man, not a minor. Remy Ma's face is plastered all over the media and the news. The family's asking for privacy. Why? She's a public figure. Are you really, Janet, gonna try to give her some type of pass as a mother? They had a strained relationship. Do you know that?
Of course they did. She was in jail most of his life. Yeah. Of course their relationship was strained. Yeah. Of course. And he looked for that love. People look for love where they can't. Right. All right. And then the most messed up places is the streets, because that's the most common denominator. Right. And the streets is looking to eat young boys up.
There you go.
Young boys up like that all the time, every day. And
so with that being said, because with all due respect, you like to call in, Janet, and just excuse the behavior of these mammies. So with that being said, do we now charge this one to the game? No, nobody's talking about nobody's talking about the woman who she shot.
Well,
hang on. Nobody's talking about the woman who she shot in the goddamn stomach. Can that woman even have children? What happened to her life? How many more goddamn shows does Remy need to be on stages and hosting trash-ass shows? State of the culture. Pardon me, Joe, fuck with Joe Heavy. But trash. How much more goddamn fame and notoriety before she decides to repent and beg for forgiveness? Go ahead, Janet.
Well, I think like I said, she already did her time. She did her time, and it wasn't easy. My whole thing is I'm not trying to give her a pass on what she did, because what she did was wrong. We all acknowledge that. We acknowledge that to the point where a jury put her ass in jail. I'm saying that we're concentrating on the child now, which is her son. Yeah. Okay? And I'm saying is...
As a man, stop with the child shit. It's a grown-ass man. Please stop with that child shit.
Well, you know what? If he was blonde hair and blue eyes, he'll be a child until he's 25. Come on, child support is paid up to the age of 23.
That's a fact.
This child was 19 years old. So if you're going to call him a child, I'm going to call him a child, okay? This is what I'm saying. That child was raised underneath strenuous circumstances that led him to that. The people around him at the time growing up put him there. And I'm telling you, they're charging these young men with first-degree murder, and it took almost 3 years to get to there. You don't take 3 years to get to first-degree murder. You don't take 3 years. You're going to tell me two teenage boys, 18-year-old and 19-year-old, outsmarted the NYPD or whatever they call the New York Police Department?
NYPD, slow it down. Janet.
First degree murder is...
Give her a second, folks. She's on that Alizé.
And they try to say they were hitmen.
Janet.
They try to say they were hitmen. Yeah. Come on, Star.
Yeah, I believe it.
They say they were hitmen.
I believe it.
So you trying to say that this young man, who mother and father, godfather, and everybody else here around has access to all this money, so he gonna go out in the street and become a hitman to make what?
Right.
To make what?
I'll even go deeper, Janet. Hang on. Lower your tone. Okay? Lower your tone, goddamn.
Well,
lower your tone, goddamn. Give her a second. I don't have no goddamn mammy loud talking me. You ready? Listen now. I'm talking boss talk. I think Remy Ma's broke. Chrome 23 ain't making no money. That's battle rap. She ain't making no money. This man, you keep saying the child, this man got his ass in a sling. Any lawyer at this point is going to charge him or whoever's paying the tab $1 million plus. You telling me Remy Ma's got $1 million? That's what you saying, Janet?
First of all, his bail is $500,000. So he's been in jail since May 9th. No one has bailed him out. It only takes 10% of that to get him out of jail.
Exactly.
So
exactly. Now, Remy ain't got the money.
Here's my point. It goes back to the people around him. People around him got names and money. People that's supposed to love her like a sister, love her like a wife. These people are making money. They're making money more than just concerts and pie shows. They're making money off their Instagram and social media.
How much is Fat Joe gonna contribute?
Millions of dollars. But
Since you brought it up, how much is Fat Joe gonna put up to bail this nigga out? Go ahead. Oh, and I want to ask you something before you go. Don't hang up. We have to talk about the Negro Leagues being destroyed and the traitors, Jackie Robinson and Willie Mays. But don't let me forget before you go. How much is Fat Joe gonna put up to get that nigga out? Come on, Janet.
Well, ain't nobody put up anything yet, and he been in there since May 9th.
That's right.
So now we at June 19th.
That's right.
Yeah. We're at June 19th.
That's right. That's right.
That's right. Over.
Fat Joe's another broke bum.
The money.
He's a bum.
You could take
broke.
You could take one of them necklaces down to the pawn shop. Or like me, I could walk like most people who got good credit or whatever. You can walk in. I can walk into a car show right now and just sign my name. They give me a car. I've done it 3 or 4 times without any money being put down.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, if they got the credit, if they got the people, she could go put her house on mortgage. She could do this. She could do that. But that boy should not be sitting in jail for this amount of time. You can't sit here and tell me that you're going to charge.
All right. You're just running on and on, goddamn. Now, let's get to my other question. Did Willie Mays and Jackie Robinson help destroy the Negro Leagues? Not that you have to agree with me, Janet, but you're a few years younger than me. Just a question. Willie Mays just died. R.I.P. Yada, yada, yada.
Well, I think maybe they didn't destroy it, but we black folks at that time was always thinking the white person water was colder or better. So in going after their water, we destroyed our own well. We had a good well. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So
That's a fact.
I would say it contributed to the fact. It contributed to the reputation that the white water was better.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what it did. It contributed to that much, you know.
I appreciate you, Janet. I got to take other calls. Good to talk to you. Thank you, Janet.
Okay.
Is Remy Ma's son still locked up? Is there any bail for this nigga? I saw the story. Does he have a bail? Does Remy Ma's son have a bail? Remy's still hustling on the block. Hosting nigga parties. Yeah, we up in the club with y'all. Come on down. We got the bottles in the VIP. Does the nigga have a bail? If the nigga has a bail, I'm going balls deep on Fat Joe. You broke bum. How much is the bail? Somebody email me. Get the check in this broke bum, Fat Joe. Every time you see him, he's up on a fucking boat somewhere down there in Fort Lauderdale. Put your money up. Tired of him. Luke Caney, I got you the donation. Is he back on the line? No, I spoke to him. Pardon me. Folks, I'm out there. Just bear with me. Give me a second. Okay. My cigars have been shipped. Okay. That's an email. Alex, I got your donation. Luke Caney had baboon and hyena soup for dinner today. Sir Shy, see you. He says Luke Caney eats chimpanzee finger sandwiches and ants. Oh my God. All right, folks, let me get these notes out of here about Willie Mays and Jackie Robinson. That's some old shit. I don't want to keep talking about that, man. That's just me being old. I want to finish up the show. I mean, I'm not going anywhere just yet. I haven't taken my break yet. Will you watch the female Olympic basketball teams without Caitlin Clark? That's the question. Troll babies, let me start with you. Will you watch? I won't. I won't be watching. Will you even watch? And who is the 42? Dana, where are you, Dana, with the data? Who is the 42-year-old black woman on the goddamn WNBA team? Hold on a second. Dana, are you calling in? Who is the female WNBA? Hold on. Are we really supporting 42-year-old black women and excluding Caitlin Clark? Are we really doing that? Brittany Griner. No, don't nobody give a fuck about Brittany Griner. We didn't give a fuck when she was locked up in Russia. And when she came home, nobody watched the WNBA. Who is the 42-year-old? Where is Janet? Oh, I forgot to ask Janet. Fuck. $206. Good evening. I'm a little turned up. Are you there? Good evening, 206.
Hey, Star. It's Sunday. How you doing?
Sunday. How are you? Good evening. Good to hear from you. Thank you for your support. Where do you want to start?
Oh, absolutely. I've been listening to everybody to see what I can contribute to the conversation regarding Remy Ma and her son.
Yeah. We got a nigga charged with first-degree murder. Where do you want to start?
Yeah, so when I looked it up, I try to be as informed as possible before I made an opinion. So one of the things that I saw was the timing. So he has a 5-year-old, and the baby was 1 year old when he allegedly committed the crime.
Okay.
So it looks like there's a motive for money.
Yeah.
There's a motive for money.
Yeah.
He got paid probably handsomely. The person that he killed was indicted, and they killed him 8 months prior to him being investigated. So it looked like there was a hit on him, and that he had somebody had an incentive to have him silent, because he would have shared a lot of details that they didn't want to be put out, because he was one of 25 that were indicted. And then the other thing that I thought was interesting is that people have this misconception about celebrities being wealthy, and most of them are not, especially black people. It's so hard to hold on to your money.
Salute to Fantasia. She broke it down when she was filming The Color Purple. She said the reason why she didn't want to hang out with old ass Taraji P. Henson and the rest of them bitches. Listen, I got to go home and take care of my husband, my man.
Right. No, absolutely. Yeah. One of the things that people don't realize, and I'm not tearing down black women, but most of them in the spotlight, they wear these really expensive wigs. They get BBLs, mommy makeovers. They drive these expensive cars they can't afford. That costs a lot of money. Some of these wigs are $10,000 a piece. Some of these installs are $1,000 a time. When you're a celebrity, they charge you $1,000 to $10,000 just to put one wig on your head.
Right.
And the way that I see them together, I looked at her son, I looked at her. Her son was looking raggedy. She was the one decked out with these wigs and this brand new surgery and all this jewelry. But her son looked like an average person. He didn't look like he was living off of whatever she had in her account.
Right.
And from what I can tell, he was pushed to the side. Her child, also her new child, I won't.
Easy with the young children. Now, hang on a second. Where was this nigga residing? In the Bronx, Queens, Jayson Scott?
In the Bronx.
Oh, my God.
Queens,
so he's still living in the BX, more than likely somewhere on Grand Concourse, you know?
Okay. Let me just be real vague, because I'm not trying to talk about her other child. All I'm saying is when you have children and a new baby is born, you're pushed to the side.
Right.
You're even more less important than you were before.
Right.
He was a teenager, and he was no longer the only child.
Right.
And she's got a beautiful new 5-year-old. He has a 5-year-old. So he wasn't really the priority. He was kind of set out there. And I think also, if you look at the girl that he had a child with, she was a light-skinned Hispanic woman, probably Puerto Rican. She looked like Cardi B. Like one of those,
Remy was hating. Now, hold on a second. Hold on. They had a baby shower in 2019, and Remy didn't go, right?
Yeah, I found pictures of them online, and the girl definitely looks like a pro. A woman positioned to date someone of status. I think if he was not affiliated with her, I don't think he would have ever landed her. Like, she's way out of his league as far as looks, the way she dressed. Like, she's beautiful if you look at her. And I think that he was really pressured to provide, pressure to have money, because she wanted the lifestyle Remy had. That's the type of woman he laid down with. That's what I can tell about her. Right. She's not a regular female. And so I was like, okay, well, if you look him up, there's really not a lot of information on him. He's been on the show.
Hang on a second, Sunday. Stay with me. Stay with me. I did look him up. He looks like a nigga who was pushing an old Camry. He had a bun on top of his fucking head. You know, he looked malnourished to some degree. Still living in the Bronx, as you said. Yeah. And I'm sure, you know, niggas on a regular basis was asking, yo, my nigga, are we popping off? I got these tracks. Can you holler at your mom? He's not telling them. Right. He's not telling them that his mom really don't fuck with him like that. His mom is on some Obama shit. More than likely telling him, I got these incentives. If you go to school, if you do this, and then I'll give you this and that. He's like, incentives?
Yeah, that's the same thing with 50 Cent.
I need some diamonds now. I need a G-Wagon now. What the fuck? What are you talking about?
That happens.
Good.
That happens a lot with celebrities where their kids just want handouts and they don't want to actually get a job or a career or do anything. They just want it handed to them. And she's struggling herself because you can tell she doesn't have really a lot of jobs coming her way other than that TV show. But what I sent you, one thing that I saw that was interesting is she hired the same attorney that represented her, 6ix9ine, also represented Little TJ, also represented Bishop Lamar.
I saw it.
So the Bishop Lamar was sentenced. Yeah. So he has kind of like a 50-50 track record. He's not a Johnny Cochran.
Yeah.
He's not an O.J. Simpson attorney where he can just get you off. It looks to me like he's not going to get away with this. It looks like he has some.
Why doesn't Fat Joe go to some of his sponsors and get $1 million advance?
You know,
he's sitting up on fucking the IG. I don't follow him, but Troll Babies. What does he promote? Aramis, Pepsi, White Castle. Why did he go there and get $1 million and break Remy off to get this nigga bailed out now? Got her up on
why?
Got her up on the gram talking about be careful who y'all joke and play with. It can happen to you. This is what God. Well, it's shine time for you right now. It's gonna happen to us at some point, but it's your turn right now. Come on, I'm walling.
I really feel like he's helped her out so much already. And she probably can't pay him back. And that's probably why he's kind of stepping back from this. Because he was holding her down the whole time she was in prison. I'm old enough to remember that. He's always defended her publicly. He's always been there for her. But how can she take...
Sunday. I don't know about Troll Babies. Did Fat Joe even go see Remy in prison? You're saying he held her down. What do you mean? Like shout outs when he did interviews? Papoose went to see her every day. Hold on. What do you mean held her down when she was in prison? They stopped speaking for a while.
I feel like he helped her because anytime she would get in trouble, he would go in front of a camera and try and clear her name.
That's sucker shit. Hold on.
Good woman.
Sunday. I need facts. They stopped speaking, if I'm not mistaken, when she was locked up. Fat Joe doing interviews, shout out to Remy. That's not support. I have to question what you're saying unless you have proof. I don't recall that. But go ahead.
Well, I was just saying, I've seen her. So she attacked some girl on Love and Hip Hop. She got the same lawyer she got for her son right now, Don Florio. And when that happened, he was saying everywhere, she's a good girl, good woman. She's reformed. She didn't do that. That girl's lying, et cetera, et cetera. I do think that one thing I learned from the Amber Heard case is that with high-profile celebrities, there is a public opinion that matters, and he was always trying to sway the public opinion in her favor. You could say stuff or whatever, but I do think that has some kind of bearing because he was the only one to do that. Nobody defended her publicly other than him, from my recollection.
Okay.
And anytime she'd get in any kind of trouble, that would have put her right back in jail because the girl was trying to have her back to prison. She punched her in the eye, allegedly. She wanted her to go back to prison. Fat Joe went on every platform and said she didn't do anything. This girl is a liar. She's just trying to get fame. My thing is, I don't think she could pay back a loan to Fat Joe because where's the money coming from? It's coming from these reality shows, but I think she's already stretched. I think she's already maxed because her ghetto fabulous lifestyle is something that she thinks she has to maintain for people to like her. But she's so talented. That shouldn't be the case. But some of these women, they won't walk outside the house without a $10,000 wig on.
Gotcha.
Or without their rented mansion or whatever nonsense she's trying to push. And now her son is suffering.
Gotcha.
And Janet, your caller, was so smart. She said that she wasn't there for her as a mother. And she wasn't. Whether it be incarceration or whatever you want to call it, I do think she looked at that child as kind of a setback because she had him when she was 20 years old, right when her career was taken off.
Gotcha.
And she didn't have time for him.
Yeah.
I think she was focused on her career, not the child. Boys need so much attention, and she just wasn't there for him. That's what I really think happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, Sunday. Before you go, I have to ask the question. Without Caitlin Clark on the female basketball Olympic team, will you be watching?
See, I have never watched female sports. I don't care who's
That
on.
wasn't my question. Hang on. I'm asking my question. Let me repeat the question. Without Caitlin Clark on the female Olympic basketball team, will you be watching?
Yes, I'll say yes. I don't care for that girl or any of them. I would.
You're capping, but you're capping.
interested?
You're capping, but thank you. Thank you, Sunday.
No, I'm not capping.
Thank you.
There's just really.
Okay, let's get her out of here. Okay, I let her speak. I let her talk. I let people talk. Will you be watching Troll Babies? We don't give a shit how many gold medals they won in the past. They were beating subpar players from around the world. And I'm talking about the upcoming Paris, France Olympics for those who give a shit. Will you be watching? Never mind Star. Some of you get hung up because you hate the messenger. Never mind what I say. Will you be watching without Caitlin Clark? Blade sent it a donation. Check email. Thank you, Blade. I'll get to that shortly. Okay, thank you. Ace G. He has sent me the inmate lookup. So we don't give a shit. We don't give a shit, sir. What are you sending me? Yeah. I have a Web Crims account. I get all that shit, man. I'm just asking the question: did sins of the father visit upon the son? If this nigga's still locked up, man, that's crazy. Hold on a second. I can't laugh at this because I got niggas out there in them streets. You know? I got people out there. Shit can get real at any given point in time. I tell them, hey, you better protect yourself. Watch yourself. Be careful how you use my name. I've done niggas dirty. Hold on a second. Okay, folks, please don't send me just emails to what we're already talking about. I can't read all this stuff right now. Thank you so much. I'm coming to the phone lines. Thank you. If you've sent in donations, go. I got your donation. Late 2004, Remy and her brother was a neighbor of mine in Cliffside Park, New Jersey. New Jersey police raided her crib and found a firearm. Her brother was arrested. Ooh, okay. Okay. Luna Glider says KRS-One's teeth are headed for self-destruction. Yeah, man. I don't got time for KRS-One right now. I'll give him some smoke another day. Luna Glider also says, KRS-One's documentary will be titled 13 and Good. Oh, that was nice. That was nice. 1051 Fams. Good evening, Star. I suspect that you are a closeted Christian and happily married with kids. LOL. Thank you for that donation. No, I used to be strong in the faith. I had a rational awakening. I didn't become an atheist but by way of some type of tragedy or suffering or something happened to someone that I loved. And then I said, oh, why God do this? No, I had a rational awakening after studying and researching many things. The Great Crusades, the Spanish Inquisitions, Galileo, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and others, King James I, and I came to the conclusion and the rational awakening. And I stand firm on what I believe. But thank you for your donation. Johnny Buns, I read your donation. Yo, Star B2K, nigga. Got balled up after taking all that gang shit. He looks soft. Caitlin Clark, the closest thing white America got to Larry Bird. Okay. Bussy Nation says we the people will be welcoming Bishop Whitehead with warm cheeks. We hope the Mayor Adams is next. Yo, I'll get to him another time, Mayor Adams. I can't do it right now. Okay. QL, thank you for your donation. Yo, I will 100% watch. It's not her time yet. A lot of other players are better than her right now. She already did her job. The controversy will have everyone watching. That's cap, my nigga. Thank you for the donation. Why haven't you been watching? A salute to the female black analysts that are now popping up on First Take. Yes, you have knowledge. You're great at what you do, but we didn't know you. We didn't know you before the sensation of Caitlin Clark. Give me the names of who's the female? She's got the short haircut. She was up on First Take talking spicy to Stephen A. Smith, and now she's sitting there with the other doing interviews about WNBA basketball. What is her name? Monica something. Oh, she knows her shit, but we didn't know you. We didn't know you. Now we know of you. I still haven't Googled you. Oh my goodness. Hang on a second, guys. Hold on. 323. Good evening. Are you there?
Hi.
Hey.
Good evening.
Hey.
I just wanted to say hi, and I love your show.
Oh,
My name is Queen Lady Act, a.k.a. Queen of Cali.
Hey,
You're
baby.
great at what you do.
Thank you, baby.
And I appreciate you.
Well, now stay with me. Are you a content creator?
I'm a celebrity. I work at all the motion picture studios in Hollywood.
Nice.
I'm kind of legendary, but not as big as you. So, but I'm really like, I'll be laughing my ass off because your style is very unique. You have like the proper accent, but the New York swag. It's like it's dope. You're dope.
Well, thank you, but I'm from New Jersey, not to be confused with New York.
Sorry.
No. I'm from middle suburbia, New Jersey, not the slums of New York. I had to say that.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. No, I appreciate you. Okay, so now, are you from Hollywood, California, born and raised, or did you move out there?
No, I was born and raised in Watts in South Central.
Watts.
I grew up in Watts in South Central.
Okay.
But like I said, I have respect for everybody from the East Coast to the West Coast. You know, I'm big on the roots of hip hop and everything like that. You know, I'm like a a specialist in hip hop. I do rap and acting, producing and directing.
Nice. Do you have a platform you want to mention or promote? I appreciate this call. What's
my YouTube is Queen Lady Act TV, and my Instagram is Queen Lady Act. Shout out to Dog Pound. I'm the newest Dog Pound member.
Dog Pound. Okay. I rode with the West back in the days when they were feuding with the East Coast. I was riding with the West.
Nice. That's why I've been tuning in for a while. I gotta call in one day.
Thank you, baby.
Thank you. Keep it up, though. Like I said, you're great at what you do. You have the look, the personality,
thank
the
you.
Experience. You're just dope, man.
Have a great evening. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Have a blessed night. Thank you.
Have a blessed night in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. You see, sometimes you have to pump the brakes and let somebody just, talk their talk. Guys, showrunner, youtube.com/@Spirit Smooth Tunes. Salute to my nigga QL again. QL capping, but he sent in a donation talking about he gonna watch the fucking the female fucking Olympic basketball team. I'm still waiting for someone to tell me who is the 42-year-old mammy on the goddamn Olympic team. Hold on a second. Where's Florida Boy Jay? This nigga getting so much money now. This nigga, he's on fuck. I heard the nigga be flying private now. Florida Boy Jay. Nigga be flying private. He got the bezel spinning. Who is the 42-year-old black woman on the goddamn the team? And Caitlin Clark couldn't get up there. Again, salute to Stephen A. Smith. He gave a great breakdown. A wise man once said, "It's all about money, and a damn thing funny." Christian Laettner was on the early Dream Team. He got there in place of Shaquille O'Neal and others. John Stockton made it to the Dream Team in place of Isaiah Thomas, who in reality should have been there. Caitlin Clark should be on that team in place of that 42-year-old mammy. What is her fucking name? Give me the name, goddamn. Dana, where are you? Oh, Blade says, Star, if Fat Joe didn't even help Big Pun's wife and family, he ain't doing shit for Remy Ma. Oh, that's got to be the hardest goddamn donation of the night. Salute to Blade. Ken NYC starred Willie Mays as the best player ever in baseball. # the GOAT. No, sir. No, he was great, but he wasn't the best ever, sir. No. Not that you give a shit, but my favorite, Rod Carew. Willie Mays. Let's say hey, kid. Hold on a second. Area code 267. Good evening. I'm a little out there, letting you know right now. Good evening.
I know. How are you, Star?
Hey,
good to hear you.
Hey.
There's a lot going on. I was just thinking about Remy's son.
Yeah.
And what came to mind was the failures of the black mother.
Come on. You have the floor, baby. Come on. You have the floor. Come on.
The typical failures of the black mother. The typical black mother. That's all.
No. Stay with me. I'm just asking the question. Am I trolling to some degree? But this nigga, this young man, 23 years of age, first degree murder. Lord Jesus, going back to 2021. They put the pieces of the puzzle together. It's not like they just ran down and grabbed the nigga after 30 days. This is a 2021 shooting and killing. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I just questioned that. Well, how, Remy is not like, say, an A-lister, but she's better than most people at this point in time. But how do you have a son that was out here wilding out like that? That was on that type of... It's strange to me. It doesn't sit right with me. Was he disregarded? Now, I do understand the concept, hey, I'm just not going to give it to you. Got to put some work in. But something doesn't feel right here. It doesn't. I've never seen him before. I never even heard of him. So it's strange.
Can I jump in? Can I jump in? I'm not so much going to fault her for, what he has become. Maybe she made a choice once upon a time. It wasn't the best choice, and his life took a course that she couldn't necessarily control. Here I sit, 60 years of age. I had a girl maybe 7 or 8 years ago claiming to be one of my daughters down there in Tampa selling pussy. TMI.
Okay.
Emailing me, calling me all sorts of pieces of shit, threatening to sue, but she couldn't prove that I was her father. Now, did I know her mother? Yes. But I'm not going to get no fucking DNA test to confirm if I am the father or not. So you feel me? So I can't fault Remy for that. But my thing is, did sins of the father visit upon the son? She's had a very tragic life, if you ask me. We only see the outside of things. All this whole thing with what is that nigga's name from Philly? The battle rapper talking hella crazy. I
know who you're talking about. I can't think of his name.
Whatever that nigga's name is, and shooting that poor woman in the stomach. We don't know what happened to her. So I'm just asking, did sins of the father visit upon the son?
Possibly. There's a lot of things going down in the universe. Yeah. It's shifting. Yeah. So I'm willing to say that's a factor. The situation is just sad and so disturbing, considering, say, her history, what she overcame, what she went through, and for this to be the turnout of her son. It's beyond disturbing. To this degree, first-degree murder. Yeah. So.
Are you a believer in the theory of God?
Yes.
Is God a jealous God and a vengeful God?
I'm not sure. I'm not one of those.
Have you ever heard of the lake of fire? The lake of fire.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Okay.
I've heard of that. Hell, yeah. The lake of fire, yup.
Let me just say this and I'll give you the last word. The Bible is not a love note. It's God's law. Okay? Law. But go ahead, finish up. Go ahead, finish up.
I just wanted to, and the other young lady, I forgot her name, she stated that, Fat Joe was writing for Remy and when she was in jail. He mentioned her, shout out to her, but no, he wasn't writing for her like that. Like someone else said in the chat.
Right.
He didn't even.
Right.
He didn't even ride for Big Pun's family.
Right.
He didn't even ride. He did not. He said, I'm done. I'll give you this and then scat, get out of here.
Yeah.
He didn't do right by Pun's people.
Yeah.
So, I feel sorry.
Truth be told, I heard he didn't even beat up Papoose. I heard he swung on him and Papoose, he dipped and then ran off. I never, ever heard about Fat Joe beating somebody up. And that came from my homie, King's son. Peace to the God. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I've never heard of that either when it comes to him.
Never heard of that.
Ever.
Yeah.
Never. He tries to say, he gives his own stories, but I've never heard about that when it comes down to him. He doesn't even give off that kind of energy.
He's a lying spick. But thank you for your call, darling. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay. Folks, I'm doing too much. I know I am. Just Where's my intermission banner? I gotta go get some water here. I've been on go time since we started the fucking show. I can 713. Good evening. I'm on one. Let you know right now. Are you there? 713. Good evening. Good morning. Wherever you may be. 12.
My nigga.
Houston, what up?
My nigga.
Houston, what up, nigga?
Nigga.
Nigga,
you over there going on? What they do to you, man?
I'm living too good. I'm living too good. I'm out here cheating death. That's what's going on, nigga. What's cracking?
Dog, they mad because my pancreas and goddamn kidneys is shut down, nigga.
Ooh. Wow. How old are you, Houston?
What they do to you, dog?
Here's how old are you?
Motherfuckers talking about hip hop and shit. You know, that's a real irritating thing. I'm like,
Houston, never mind that. Never. Are you okay? You said your kidneys and your pancreas? How old are you?
No, they thought they were shut down. They were looking at me like I walked on water around this motherfucker. They were like, damn, this nigga still living.
How old are you? I forget. How old are you? How old are you? I forget.
Shit, I'm about to be 46 on July 4th.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and then they looked at me like...
I thought you was in your late 50s.
They said... What?
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying, like, I didn't catch it. What happened?
Don't worry about it, man.
Nigga, I'm about to be 46 on July 4th.
Damn. Okay. Houston, I gotta stay on topic. Houston, Remy Ma's son arrested. I gotta stay on topic. Hit the speed. We got a nigga that's been charged with first degree murder. Jayson Scott. You have to speed.
Yeah, that nigga, lock that nigga up. Lock that nigga up. Lock up Remy Ma. You know what really happened, dog? That I think she broke the code. Papoose is a simp.
Yeah.
He was goddamn working with the feds, and then goddamn she went out to eat with this nigga, and that was caught on tape. That's what I think. What do you think? Like, that's what I think. I'm like, how dare you?
I don't want to put nothing on Papoose. A good man. He held her down, going to see her on Rikers Island every day for a fucking year. Let's not put this off on him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He tried to do the right thing. He's a better man than me. I never.
He's better than me. I ain't going to see no bitch.
Better than me. I would never go see a bitch locked up. Oh, not even a bitch nigga.
In prison, nigga, I'm not going.
I've been telling niggas for decades, if you're locked up, get yourself a little boyfriend. Get yourself a little boyfriend. I ain't sending you no packages. I ain't coming to see you. Fuck out of here. Come on.
Bitch, out there, I'm not putting no money in your book. I'm not getting no goddamn charm card to goddamn do nothing, bitch.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck. And then you gonna break the code, and then, bitch, then your goddamn son. Bitch, this is why I don't fuck with black bitches.
Ooh,
this is the shit I be talking about.
Let's go.
This is why I don't fuck with black bitches, because they are so evil towards straight black men. They try to feminize them. And then this is the shit that happened. Them niggas don't even know how to control their feelings around a bitch. And they don't know how to control themselves around people. This nigga, they dug deep in this shit. How the fuck? They always calling niggas deadbeat daddies, but why the fuck don't they call them deadbeat mamas? You know what I'm talking about, dog?
Hang on, Houston, hold on. Folks, this is my nigga Houston. I'm going to edit out the F-bomb. Sometime I got to let him go there. Let's go, Houston. Let's go.
Hey, look, what the fuck? Why these niggas don't sit around and call these bitches deadbeat mamas? I always talk about that deadbeat daddy shit. Right. That's some fuck shit. Right. These bitches ain't shit. This is proof of how a bitch ain't shit and she breeds ain't shit. What the fuck would make this nigga, like, most of the time these niggas they crashing out because they got feminine attitude. They get that shit from the mama. God damn it. I told y'all this shit all comes from slavery, but that's another story. But I'm just saying.
Hang on, Houston, I have to ask the question. Was Remy Ma a deadbeat mother?
Yes.
Come on.
Remy Ma is a deadbeat ass bitch. Bitch wasn't shit. The bitch went to jail. Everything about her is deadbeat. She with a simp ass nigga. Shit like that, nigga. Just shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. That just straight the fuck up. Like, you see the pattern in this shit. That bitch a deadbeat mama. What about that? These bitches ain't shit. These bitches.
Folks, don't worry. I'm going to edit out this whole call.
These bitches are deadbeat motherfucking mamas. Every time a nigga dies, you see a bitch on the news commentating.
Right.
What the fuck?
Right. So, slow singing and flower bringing.
Downfall of death.
Right? Hey, Houston, slow singing and flower bringing. Mammies.
Yeah, and then they have on a bonnet looking like they didn't even douche. And they get on the camera.
Oh my God.
Dog, they look like
Houston, I gotta go. Houston, I gotta go. Houston, I gotta go. Gotta go.
Okay, man.
Okay. Shit. 201, are you there? I'm doing a little research, but I'm picking up the phone here. Are you there? 201? Yes, no?
Yeah, I'm here. Yes.
Hey.
And I have some thoughts on the Remy Ma question.
How are you, dear? Who am I speaking to, first and foremost?
My name is Chiefess.
Chiefess? Can you spell that?
CHIEFTESS.
Chiefess, like Chief Keef. Chiefess.
Yeah, less violent, though.
Okay. Hang on a second. Troll babies, who is Diana Taurasi? 42 years of age. Oh, my God. She plays with the Phoenix Mercury. 42 years of age. Good. I had to find this information. I'm sorry. Good. You were saying, Chiefess?
Yeah, so I think it's an interesting question, but I don't think that the sins of the parent visit their children. I think that absolves an adult male of responsibility. And I think it's provincial to think that the experiences that you have as a result of your upbringing are also going to dictate your choices. There's plenty of people who have had difficult lives, mothers that were absent, dads that were never there, who don't end up resorting to a life of crime.
I'm listening. Go ahead. I'm listening.
And I think in this particular instance, you've referenced that Remy's life was difficult, right? Because she's doing the best she can with what she has. Entertainment is difficult for everyone, but it's particularly more difficult for women who are like her, strong Black women, right? We don't always give them the same amount of shine that we would give people who meet the American beauty standard. So she's already facing an uphill battle. She's going to have to put more grind to get further ahead. So maybe she was absent. Maybe there were a lot of missed dinners, but if my recollection of the timeline is correct, this man was 19. So at that point, you are pretty much fending for yourself. I mean, he was a father himself.
Okay.
Right. At some point, the child must grow up and must make independent choices, thoughtful choices.
Okay.
Right. I don't think that it's a foregone conclusion that because your parent was a criminal, that you will become a criminal too.
Okay. I'm listening to what you're saying. I appreciate this call. Do you denounce God's law? Let me start there.
Absolutely not. I'm a God-fearing Christian.
Oh, okay.
And
Well, hang on. I'll let you speak.
Lord.
Hang on. I let you speak. God's law says the sins of the father visit upon the son. God's law. That's not me. That's God's law. Yes?
Yes, that's true. That's not the end of the conversation or the analysis.
That's God's
that may be
law.
Right. God also
Do you denounce God's law or not? Hang on. Your feelings are your feelings. You said she did the best she could. You don't know that. I don't know that. She could be a low-life piece of shit. We don't know. God's law says the sins of the father visit upon the son. Yes or no?
Yes, that's part of the gospel. That's not the whole gospel.
Well, that's the gospel with regards to what we're talking about. I mean, if you want to move the goalpost, okay. But that's God's law, yes?
No, but even in that, that is God's law, but that's not the end of the analysis. So even if you take that to its natural extent, right, and you say the parent committed a sin, so there will be a consequence to the child. There's nothing in the Bible that says that you will suffer the same exact consequence as your mom, right? In this case,
well, that's not what we.
Get
hang on, that's not what we said. I mean, hang on. That's not what I. Yeah, that's not what I said. I don't know her fate or the young man's fate. I'm talking about God's law. God's law says the sins of the father. But I'm just asking the question. You sound like you want to argue God's law. So clearly you're not an agreeable woman. You're not in tune with God's law. But go ahead, finish up.
I would say that an adult male or female makes choices, and their choices have consequences. And in this case, those consequences resulted with an arrest. Okay. He'll get a trial. He'll have his opportunity to present his case, and a jury will decide what's right and what's wrong.
Okay. I appreciate the call, but you sound like a heretic with regards to God's law. How dare you? You should go pray and ask for forgiveness. But thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you. How the fuck you gonna argue God's law? It's not my law. It's God's law. Huh? Call here trying to reinterpretate the law. The fuck? I'm just repeating the law. I ain't mad at you. I let you speak. Hold on a second, guys. Boy, you folks are lucky Pastor Fred Phelps is no longer walking the goddamn earth. Oh, let me look in that live chat. Anybody ever heard of Pastor Fred Phelps? That white man used to go 10 toes down. He didn't give a flying fuck about nothing, nobody. Hang on a second. Diana Taurasi, 6 feet, 163 pounds, 42 years of age, from Chino, California, plays with the Phoenix Mercury. Why is she on the female Olympic team and not Caitlin Clark? Caitlin Clark has revolutionized the WNBA, whether you like it or not. They rolled out the red carpet. They had the band. They had the little white kids. Angel Reese walked out in some fucking some dirty ass jeggings or sweats. There was nobody at the press conference. Let's finish up this show here. It's getting late. Okay, thank you. Someone sent me an email that's not with regards to what I'm talking about, but thank you. We'll get to that maybe tomorrow. Asia Wilson, Brianna Stewart. Don't nobody care about all that. Ain't nobody watching the fucking Olympics if she's not playing. Sir Shy got your donation. Kendrick Lamar, Juneteenth. Okay, thank you, Sir Shy. You sent in a donation. I don't give a goddamn about Kendrick Lamar's Juneteenth concert. Okay. Let me say this before I close the show out. With regards to the culture of chaos, am I trolling To some degree, yes. But, your morals, your ethics, and your values, if you don't subscribe to religious doctrines, there comes a point in your life where you have to denounce certain behavior, certain activity. I have not known Remy Ma to do that. I tried to watch State of the Culture, salute to the homie Joe Budden. I think the young man's name was Jinx. And was it, what is that young lady's name? Well, I like her a lot, but her and Joe Budden clashed. Oh, God, what was her name? The dark-skinned girl? Very, very knowledgeable and sexy as fuck. Oh, God, she was the original one who Ebony K. Williams replaced. Anyway, I tried to watch Remy Ma, but she just wasn't saying anything that made me say, "Wow, this is a different woman." Was it Scotty Beam? Hold on a second. There she is, Scotty Beam, huh? Very knowledgeable. We'll come back to that another time. At some point you have to denounce certain behavior. If you just keep going and you're promoting debauchery, hedonism, death and destruction, and gang on gang, murder, death, kill. At some point you have to answer for that shit. Some point you have to answer. Listen, at some point, I've already been faced with, death, and I've seen those white flashing lights. Pow, 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 pow. Not saying I won't, catch a bad one at some point in time, but as I've always told you, don't shed no fucking tear for me if I go out in the goddamn blaze of glory. And, hey, Remy Ma's son arrested. Okay. Was the nigga going through something? Is the nigga fucked up in the head? Did he do it? Oh, niggas love to proclaim they're in it straight. No, it wasn't me. I swear. Then you play the fucking videotape and there's a nigga right there. Pow, pow, pow. Okay, I'll take the deal. Is that my nigga Sir Shy 510? Sir Shy, is that you? Late night.
Star, sometimes you gotta pop out and show them, bro. Oh my God. I know you don't care about the Juneteenth, but this is going to be a black call. Yes, Kendrick Lamar, Tyler the Creator, Hit Boy, DeMar DeRozan, his hit. Oh, it was a West Coast family reunion. Dr. Dre. I don't. All you Aubrey, Toronto. It's over. It's over. It's nothing. If he dare try to make a subliminal diss, it's over, Star. You have to check.
Okay, so now hang on a second because you're calling my show.
My God.
Hang on, Sir Shy. I appreciate the donation, but I'm talking about Remy Ma. You're calling about Kendrick Lamar's concert or something. Yes,
yes, sir.
I'll let you spit this for 30 seconds, but that's not my topic. Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
And that's all I got. I mean, it was an epic show. I can touch on Remy Ma right quick if you want me to.
Please, come on.
Remy Ma needs a real pimp. I can take her to Vallejo, California, and she needs to be working on Sonoma. She's horrible as a mother. I don't know how she dropped the ball. And we're in this culture from Gorilla Glue Girl, Brick Lady, Carly Russell. Like, none of these mammies get held accountable. So unfortunately, here we are. But it is innocent until proven guilty. So we'll have to, wait until all the evidence comes out. But from what the other callers were saying earlier, it's not really looking good for her oldest son.
Okay.
She can save her daughter, but I'm not sure about her son.
Yeah.
And then last but not least on the Caitlin Clark topic, I'm not trying to see no Pippi Longstocking miss a bunch of 3 points. Ooh. No. Sorry, Kate. Ooh. She's not it. There's other white girls in the WNBA. What's her name? Paige something. But she's a white girl for the Los Angeles Sparks. Of course, ain't nobody messing with Asia Wilson. She's like the LeBron Jordan of the WNBA. And it's just getting, I'm just tired of her, Ku Klux Klan fans always talking junk about us, So I'm rocking with Angel Reese. I'm rocking with the sisters on this one. When it comes to,
are you supporting Diana Taurasi, the 42-year-old who's playing on the Olympic team? 42, my nigga. 42.
Think of her as like a Larry Bird, Magic Johnson.
Stop.
99.
Stop it, Sir Shah. 42.
It's a legendary pick. Yeah, she hasn't been very good either. But I mean, true. I don't think none of the rookies earned it this year.
Okay.
Angel, not need Cardosa, and Caitlin. We'll see you in 2028, but not 2024.
Sir Shah, I appreciate you, man. But just make sure whenever you
have a good one.
Whenever you mention Vallejo, you say the home of E40. All right,
home of E40.
Salute. Thank you, man.
I just need a reason. I just need to know what's on your mind. Tell me what you're needing. You can call my name, I'll be around. Dum da da, dum dum da da, dum da da, dum da da, dum dum. The sky is falling. Dum dum da da, dum dum da da, dum da da, dum da da. That will keep you safe and sound. Dum da da, dum dum da da, dum da da, dum dum da da, dum dum. The sky is falling. Dum dum da da, dum dum da da, dum da da, dum dum da da. That will keep you safe and sound. Dum da da, dum dum da da, dum da da, dum da da, dum dum. The sky is falling. Dum dum da da, dum dum da da, dum da da, dum dum da da. That will keep you safe and sound. I just need a reason. I just need to know what's on your mind. Tell me what you're needing. You can call my name, I'll be around. Dum da da, dum dum da da, dum da da, dum da da, dum dum. The sky is falling. Dum dum da da, dum dum da da, dum da da, dum da da. That will keep you safe and sound. Dum da da, dum dum da da, dum da da, dum dum da da.